9 things you should never sacrifice for anyone. Are you tired of constantly putting the needs of others before your own? Do you find yourself sacrificing your own happiness and well-being just to please someone else? It's time to stop. In life, we all make sacrifices for the people we care about. Perhaps it's offering your time, energy, or resources to a loved one in need. But there are certain things that are considered non-negotiable that should never be sacrificed, no matter what. In this video, we go over 9 of these things to help you find the courage to put yourself first and live your life on your own terms. Number 1. Your mental and physical health. When you don't put your well-being first, it can lead to negative consequences. Sacrificing your mental health can lead to stress, anxiety, and depression. It can also affect your relationships, work performance, and overall quality of life. Similarly, sacrificing your physical health can lead to various health issues like chronic diseases and mobility limitations. Your well-being should always be at the top of your priority list. Taking care of yourself means you can show up as your best self in all aspects of life. When you're mentally and physically healthy, you have the energy, clarity, and resilience to tackle challenges and enjoy the good times too. Number 2. Your independence and autonomy. These are 2 incredibly important aspects of your life that let you be in control of your own decisions, have the freedom to do what you want, and pursue your dreams on your own terms. Sacrificing these things to please someone else or to make your life easier is simply not worth it. And in the long run, it will only lead to regret. You have the right to make your own choices and go after what you want in life, without having to rely on anyone else's approval or permission. So, hold on tight to your independence and autonomy, and don't give them up for anyone or anything. Number 3. Your financial stability and security. You might be tempted at times to put your own financial well-being on the back burner in favor of helping someone else out. But let me tell you why that's a big no-no. Your financial stability is what keeps you afloat in this unpredictable world. It's what allows you to plan for your future, take care of yourself and your loved ones, and navigate any unexpected bumps in the road. Sacrificing it for someone else could put you in a risky position, leaving you vulnerable and dependent. That's why it's crucial to be able to stand on your own 2 feet, rely on your own income, and have your own safety net. Number 4. Your personal boundaries and limits. Sometimes you might feel pressured to let go of your boundaries in order to please others or fit in. But let's be honest. When you sacrifice your boundaries, you're ultimately sacrificing your own happiness and self-worth. It's a one-way ticket to disappointment and resentment. Your boundaries are like a protective shield that guard your sense of self. It's a way to communicate what you're comfortable with, what you need, and what your limits are. And guess what? They are valid, important, and should be respected. Set them firmly and communicate them openly. Number 5. Your career and professional goals. It's understandable that we all want to make sacrifices for our loved ones. However, as you navigate through your professional life, it's important to never sacrifice your own goals and aspirations for someone else's. It will only lead to regret and feelings of unfulfillment. Remember that you are the captain of your own career ship, and it's up to you to steer it toward your destination. You deserve to be able to pursue your dreams with full force and dedication, so don't let anyone hold you back. Number 6. Your hobbies and interests. Your hobbies and interests are a big part of who you are. They bring you joy, happiness, and give you an outlet to express yourself. They're not something to be tossed aside or put on the back burner just to please someone else. Think about it. When you dedicate time to your hobbies, you're actually nourishing your soul. You're giving yourself a chance to unwind, be creative, or explore something that excites you. You also become a more vibrant and interesting person in the process. So embrace your hobbies and interests, nurture them, and make time for them. Number 7. Existing relationships that are important to you. Maintaining meaningful relationships and having a solid support system is crucial to your overall well-being. Those relationships you've built over time are valuable and shouldn't be taken for granted. Don't let yourself get swayed by temporary things or people. Your existing relationships are like the golden nuggets in your life. They bring you trust, loyalty, and love. Let's be real. Those things are hard to come by. Number 8. Your self-respect and dignity. We all want to avoid conflict. But here's the thing, when you sacrifice your self-respect and dignity, you're essentially giving others permission to walk all over you. You're telling the world that it's okay for people to treat you poorly or take advantage of you. Always value and protect these fundamental aspects of your personality, because they define who you are as a person. No one can make you feel inferior without your permission, so never allow others to disrespect or belittle you. Number 9. Your personal values and beliefs. You should never sacrifice your personal values and beliefs for anyone, because these things are essential for maintaining your authenticity. Sure, there might be situations where your values and beliefs don't match with other people's, but it is important to find a way to stick to your moral compass while being respectful and tolerant of others. When you sacrifice your values and beliefs, you risk losing your sense of self and can end up conforming to someone else's expectations, which will almost certainly lead to dissatisfaction and a diminished sense of identity. Holding on to your values allows you to build healthier relationships based on mutual respect and acceptance. At the end of the day, it's imperative that you prioritize your own well-being and happiness above all else. And though sacrifices are sometimes necessary, some things should never be sacrificed for anyone. By recognizing and safeguarding these 9 things, you can live a more fulfilling and authentic life. 9 things depression makes you want to hide. Depression is a challenging and complex mental health condition that affects people in various ways. One common aspect many with depression experience is a desire to keep their struggles under wraps. Whether you're personally going through the tough journey of depression or seeking a better understanding to support someone you care about, we've got you covered. By openly discussing and addressing these hidden aspects, we hope to break the silence and reduce the stigma surrounding depression. Here are 9 things depression often makes you want to hide. Number 1. Inner turmoil and negative thoughts. Depression is accompanied by a whirlwind of emotions, negative thoughts, and self-doubt. And you might feel like you need to hide these inner struggles from others. You fear you're a burden or worry that sharing your thoughts will scare others away. So, you choose to put on a happy face and present a different version of yourself to the world. While this seems like a way of protecting yourself, it can hinder others from understanding the true extent of your struggles and from offering the support you need. Number 2. Intense feelings of loneliness and isolation. Dealing with depression often leaves you feeling like you're trapped in a deep, dark hole, completely isolated and convinced that no one else could possibly understand what you're going through. However, the fear of being misunderstood can be a major roadblock when it comes to opening up to others about your emotions. You think they'll judge you or dismiss your symptoms as just being in your head. This can be super discouraging and make you want to just clam up and keep everything buried inside. Number 3. Perpetual exhaustion and fatigue. Depression saps your energy and leaves you feeling depleted, like you have nothing left to give. Physically, depression manifests as a constant low-grade fatigue, while mentally, it's like someone has turned down the brightness knob, leaving your mind in a heavy fog. What further complicates things is the pressure to maintain a facade of normalcy. Society often tells us to appear strong and put together, so you find yourself masking your exhaustion behind fake smiles and assurances that you're doing fine. The constant effort to present a false front can leave you feeling frustrated and defeated. It's as if you're operating at half-mast and unable to meet your own expectations or those imposed by others. Number 4. Loss of interest and enjoyment. Depression has a way of taking the wind out of your sails. Everyday activities that used to bring joy feel like a chore or just empty and joyless. It's like the spark that once fueled your enthusiasm is now gone. Hiding these feelings of disinterest is also common, and it only creates a barrier between you and others. Suddenly, social events that were once fun and exciting become a burden, and you find yourself making excuses to avoid them. Or maybe you don't want to disappoint loved ones by not appearing invested in the things that used to bring you happiness, so you pretend. But either way, the end result is often a feeling of isolation and detachment. Number 5. Self-care struggles. Living with depression can, at times, make even the most basic self-care tasks feel overwhelmingly challenging. Things like taking a shower, eating nutritious meals, or getting enough sleep become giant hurdles. It's as if these simple acts require enormous effort and willpower, draining you both physically and emotionally. On top of these struggles, there's often a fear of judgment or misconception from others. You may feel the need to hide the difficulties you face, afraid of being seen as lazy. And that fear of being judged or not understood can reinforce the isolation and loneliness that depression often brings. Number 6. Financial struggles. When you're struggling with depression, staying on top of your work tasks and performing at your best can be tough, and this can lead to job instability. Similarly, depression makes it challenging to focus, stay motivated, and make sound financial decisions. Furthermore, the shame and fear of being seen as a failure can worsen the effects of depression on your job and financial situation. Worries arise about what others will think, or the belief that asking for help is a sign of weakness, causing you to hide your financial difficulties. Unfortunately, keeping your financial struggles hidden can intensify the stress and anxiety you experience due to depression. It creates a cycle where you're not addressing the challenges you face, which further impacts your mental and financial health. Number 7. Pileup of uncompleted tasks. It can be incredibly challenging to navigate life when depression weighs you down. Everything becomes an uphill battle, no matter how small or simple the task may seem to others. The fatigue, lack of motivation, and overwhelming sadness make it hard to find the energy or willpower to accomplish even the most basic things. And when those unfinished tasks start piling up, feelings of shame and guilt tend to intensify. You start blaming yourself, thinking you're not strong enough or capable enough to handle your responsibilities. Number 8. Self-harm or substance abuse. When dealing with depression and trying to cope, it's not uncommon to resort to self-destructive behaviors. These behaviors vary and can include substance abuse, alcoholism, self-harm, overeating, or even engaging in risky intimate encounters. While these coping mechanisms may provide a temporary sense of relief and distraction from emotional pain, the consequences are often not very good. Additionally, partaking in these behaviors usually leads to feelings of shame and guilt, creating a vicious cycle where you just want to hide your behavior to avoid disappointing loved ones. Number 9. Medication or therapy. Medication and therapy are effective tools in managing depression. These treatment options have the potential to significantly improve your overall well-being. However, discussing them can sometimes be uncomfortable. It can be hard to talk about medication and therapy due to the fear of being judged or stigmatized. You worry about having your struggles minimized or invalidated, or being labeled as weak. These concerns can create a barrier to open dialogue and even prevent you from seeking the help you need. Depression is not something that you have to face alone. There are many people out there who are ready and willing to support you, whether they be friends or trained professionals. And yes, talking about these things openly may be intimidating initially, but it can be a powerful and courageous step toward healing and recovery. So don't be afraid to let others in and accept their support. It can make a big difference on your journey toward wellness. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.